Welcome to the Dumb Bitch Cinema Club, where two dumb bitches talk about cinema.
What, like it's hard?
Ew! Get off of me! I'm on him!
That is so fetch.
What do you want?
It's not, that's him.
You know what you are?
Say it out loud.
Vampire.
Welcome back!
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of the Dumb Bitch Cinema Club. I'm Laura.
I'm Courtney.
And we are dumb bitches who like to talk about cinema, funnily enough. What are we doing this week, Court?
We are doing the classic, tried and true Scream.
Where's Craven? We love him.
We
An
love...
angel of the cinema.
Correct.
We're joined by our friend, Ghosty. Our wall, as always.
Our wall. Our gorgeous, beautiful
Which
wall.
you can't see if you're only listening to us, so you should also subscribe to our YouTube.
Correct.
Because by the time this comes out, we will have one.
It's work in progress.
It's all coming together, guys.
Yes.
Alright, so, Scream.
Scream.
1994? 1994, Wes Craven.
Yeah.
One of my, or not one of, it is my favourite scary movie of all time.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
so fucking valid, honestly.
Absolute classic.
It is... I find it funny when like people talk about like classic horror films because I feel like horror is such a genre that repeats tropes all of the time, but it's so interesting going back to like, nah, this is the horror
This
movie.
is the
this
one-
is the...
It took all of the tropes that were in horror movies at the time
Yeah.
and turned them all on their head to kind of like subvert the audience's expectations.
Yeah.
And it's one of those movies where it's like, now if you were to try and do anything similar, because it's already been done so well by Scream,
Yeah.
it's like you're just copying.
You're just copying Scream
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Truly.
No one
Oh.
wants that. Do we have anything else to say about it before we get into it, or will we just get into it? We've now watched this movie, I want to say 3 times together.
I think so. I know we've watched Scream 2 once together.
I think we watched Scream 1 and then Scream 2.
I think we watched Scream 1 and then Scream 2.
Yeah.
And then I haven't watched 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7.
No, they don't exist. I might watch the new one though because Sydney, I can't remember the actress's name. Sydney Prescott is back in the new one, right? And Gail, I'm pretty sure. Gail Weathers and Sydney Prescott are back in the new one. So I might consider watching the new one that's coming out, or has just...
I think it's been out.
But yeah, the other ones don't exist in my
that's
world. They don't exist.
often the way with horror movies, I find. 1 and 2 exist and then everything else, just ignore it. It doesn't matter.
That's none of my business.
This movie opens straight away. Like you're in it.
We're
You're
immersed.
in it. Probably one of the most iconic horror movie scenes of all time. Casey's in her house, the phone rings, and it's like, it's off to the races straight away. The mood is set, the tone is set, you're there.
And I think one of the things that made this so unique for its time is a huge part of their marketing thing, because this was like at the height of Drew Barrymore being super famous and being in the press all the time for being like a club baddie. And I'm pretty sure, if my memory is correct, this movie was marketed very heavily as starring Drew Barrymore. And so a lot of people were shocked when...
5 minutes in.
dot. We'll get to it.
We'll get there. I had not seen this movie for quite some time. So rewatching it, I think it did cement that I might need to go to some mental institution because
Smash.
I don't like, it's just like the subtle flirting, the tension going on, like it.
The voices is what really does it for me.
I get it. I understand why she's all like kind of twirling her hair a little bit.
I understand it. I respect it.
I respect it.
And yeah, people are gonna die. Why does that Vanessa Hudgens meme fit so well?
I don't know. Oh, she'll never live it down.
No.
This scene just like escalates so well. Like it becomes like, the subtle flirting, the tension, and then it really nicely develops into like, this isn't a prank call. This is actual, like the music that goes along with it.
Yeah. It's so good. That was one thing we were talking about, is how great the music is.
The music is so good in this movie. obviously, the scene escalates. She's getting scared shitless. And then she starts bringing up her boyfriend. Like, my boyfriend's a jock. He plays football. He's going to come and get you, blah, blah, blah. Spoiler alert, the boyfriend's already been tied to a chair and gagged and is already a bit bloody. So clearly he's been
Poor Steve.
beaten up a little bit. Poor Steve.
Steve's been through it.
And then, yeah, she sees that and then...
Freaks out.
And then the game starts where it's like a movie, scary movie trivia game. Unfortunately, she does indeed get a question wrong.
I feel like they solidly would have killed both her and Steve regardless.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's just, you know, the fun of the game.
Playing with their food.
Playing with their food.
James, exactly. James, stop playing with our food.
Then I don't think we see the killer because when Steve dies, it's just like a cut. Like his stomach's been cut open, his intestines are everywhere.
Yeah, you like hear it.
Yeah, you hear it. You don't see anything, and you're like, oh, bad, very bad. It isn't until later when he asks another question, being like, oh, what door am I at? The front door or the patio door? And then a chair comes flying through the patio door, and then I think he comes in. And then they start running through the house. She grabs a knife. She's still holding the phone, which I'm quite... Questionable choice. I think
although she does use it as a weapon at one point.
She does, yeah.
Also, like, obviously, I feel the need to preface that obviously there's going to be a shit ton of spoilers.
Yes.
In this episode.
Yes.
So if you haven't, like, seen Scream...
Please go watch it.
Please go watch it, because I'm going to spoil the ending. The fact that it's like, what door am I at? The front door or the patio? And because it's Stu and Billy, they were probably at both.
I would say so. Yeah, for sure. They'd have to be at both.
Which is like one of those really clever moments when you don't realize how cleverly written it is until the reveal at the end.
Yes.
And you know that there's two of them, and you're like, well, she was probably going to get it wrong either way, because there was probably one of them at front and back.
Definitely one of the movies where you watch it and then you know it, and then there's definitely benefits to rewatching it again, because the way... I feel like, again, horror movies these days, like, they just write it stupid and they just go,
100%.
Who cares? It's not an important detail, but this one is actually like, no, there's actual... writing and people are smart. There's layers. Like rewatching it is actually beneficial because there's
you pick up on
a lot more things rewatching it a second time. So not only watch Scream, watch it twice.
Watch it multiple times.
Watch it multiple times. Again, she grabs a knife. She runs out of the house, and you finally see the iconic Mr. Ghostface stalking through the house. But I want to say the dedication to he like flies out of a window and side tackles her. Out of the window.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dedication to the game.
Yeah.
She gets stabbed, she's running, it's all very dramatic, and then we see, you know, her parents finally show up home, and you go, oh, maybe everything will be okay. But she's been, like, stabbed, I don't, like, not in the neck, but, like...
in the... I reckon it's her lung.
Her lung, yeah.
Can I say, though, I feel like another thing that a lot of horror movies don't do is this scene is like, and again with the music, it's genuinely really sad.
Yeah.
Like,
correct.
Because you're like, her parents are so close to being home in time. She's so close to getting away. Mm-hmm. And then hearing her, like, call for her mum while he's, like, dragging her out. It's genuinely quite... a sad
It is quite
scene.
sad, yeah. I think too, because like she's standing on the side of the porch and then like open the door. Like they're home.
Yeah.
And like she can't
scream. Yeah.
Funnily enough. But her parents go in, they see that like the house has been turned upside down, the popcorn's on fire, the patio door smashed in, there's shit everywhere. And they start panicking because they're wondering where their daughter is. At this point, she's kind of been dragged away off screen. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm stupid, but like they call the house phone. Like do they use the house phone or their mobile phone?
Oh, darling, I forget sometimes you're quite your baby.
I am a baby.
So with a landline, a lot of the time is you would have the landline that's connected to the socket. Yeah. And then you would have the hands-free thing, but it's the same phone. Yeah. So in theory, if someone's already on the phone and you pick up the other phone, you're just picking up and
the same connection,
getting connected to the call.
Got you.
So she picks up the phone to call the police,
But
and
she's already-
because
She's still holding onto the phone.
she's still holding on to the phone with the phone open,
Yes.
they hear her die.
They hear her die. And I know that there are 2 of them. Spoiler alert. But, like, the speed at which they drag...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's a fair way.
You do need to, like, suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, they drag her to the front of the house, and, like, there's a tree at the front, and they hang her up with, like, a rope.
They're dedicated to their craft.
The speed is very...
You've got to give it... They
it's
could have just
impressive.
left her, and they were like, I'm going to make a spectacle.
Yeah. So that's our first victim. Well, no, our second victim of the movie, because Steve already cocked it.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And then, now Casey is dead. And then, what an opening.
What an opening.
An opening.
And I often think about, imagine, like, going to the theatre to see that in 1994. Again, thinking Drew Barrymore is the star
the
of
star
the
of the
film.
movie.
And you're sitting there and you're like, we are 5 minutes in.
She's already gone. Yeah, I do love when marketing and casting choices and the decisions around that kind of subvert expectations within themselves within a movie. I love it. It's so good.
One day on this channel we'll do Blair Witch Project, and I
Yes.
have a whole autistic yap about the marketing that went into
love an
Blair
autistic
Witch
yap.
Project, but that's for another day.
Yes. So then we cut to our main character, for sure, Sydney. She's in her bedroom and follows as a typical, like, teenage rom-com, like, her boyfriend Billy climbs her through the window. He wants to hoinky poink, but she does not want to hoinky poink because her dad's still home.
And she's a virgin.
And she's also a virgin. Yes. We establish that, like, Sydney's like, no, not yet, I don't want to do it. The dad comes to the door. It's very, like, teenage rom-com, typical. And at this point, no one really knows that anything has happened yet. But then we get to the next morning when they're at school, and it's like bedlam. Cops are everywhere. Reporters are everywhere. Like, it's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Within...
Cray.
The police are there. They're questioning all of the students. Like, did you know Casey? Did you know Steve? And I think later on when Stu and... Billy are talking about, like, the questions they were asked, so, like, oh, you know, do you hunt and all of that.
Yeah.
Like, they're asking all of these questions to every
in,
student.
like, real deep and personal.
Yes. You kind of see, they don't really reveal it yet, but, like, they're all kind of joking about, like, they're talking about the death. They're joking about
They're all,
it.
like, taking the absolute piss out of 2 of their classmates being, like, brutally murdered.
Yeah. And the only person who seems mildly disturbed is Sydney.
And that's only because she's like, yo, my mum was also brutally murdered literally a year ago. Can we, like, cool it with the murder jokes?
What a shitty group of friends.
They're the worst. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. They are actually the worst friends ever.
Yeah. The
Terrible
worst.
people.
But, you know, they're like, yeah, we're doing curfews. Like, it's already, I think because, again, like, the...
it's a small town also.
Yeah, Sydney's mother happened a year ago, so they were like, well, we're not doing this again. And we learn during this scene that Stu used to date Casey for, like, 2 seconds, as he says.
Which,
Well, we do
again,
learn that.
is one of those... I'm sorry, I'm going to keep harping on about this the whole episode. It's one of those points where the writing is so good. Like, it's such a throwaway line that is not ever... That's another thing I feel like with horror, like, the foreshadowing is so, like, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? This is just like, didn't you used to date Casey? Yeah, for 2 seconds. And then they all move on. But once you know, you're like, that's why they targeted her and Steve. Because he was pissed that she dumped him for Steve.
Yeah.
Genius.
Then, after school, after that whole week, Sydney's back home, and we oddly learn that her dad is fucking off. He's gone for the weekend.
Yeah, see ya. Sorry your friends got murdered. Sorry, it's the death of your mum's anniversary tomorrow.
But I'm going.
Bye.
I'm leaving. Like, for the whole weekend, because she's talking about, like, oh, like, Tatum's coming over at 7, like, she'll stay over. I'm like, what father?
Crazy behaviour.
Crazy behaviour. The father's like, no, I'm out. I know that this just happened last night and, like, 2 of your classmates are just murdered, and I know the whole, like, anniversary of your mother's death, but, you know, you'll be
Here's
right.
some money for pizza.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love. So obviously it sets up like, oh, Sydney's home alone now, and lo and behold, what happens? She gets
Ring ring.
ring ring. She gets
Ring,
a little
bitch.
phone call. Tatum, of course, is running late, so we already have
Because
that.
she's a terrible fucking
Because she's a
friend.
terrible fucking friend. So again, building up the tension, like, oh well, she's already running late, so something's gonna happen. Lo and behold, the killer is at Sydney's house.
Mm-hmm.
They go through. She does get attacked, but she thankfully does not die.
Oh, she's our final girl.
And she's our final girl, correct. It was I do love this scene because we were talking about it during the movie where, like, the double red herring of, like, you know, Billy climbs in through the window at just the right time and the phone
falls
out and you're like, oh, that's a bit weird. And then she runs away because she's convinced at that moment, like, it has to be him. She was just on the phone to this guy. He climbs in through the window and he was threatening her that, oh, I know where you are, like, I'm seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she opens the front door and probably the most unfortunately named character, Deputy Dewey.
What a choice. Why?
I don't know.
What? And his real name is Dwight, which
Dwight.
is also terrible.
It's all because I think they say, like, oh, they call him Dewey to, like, make fun of him. I'm like,
Dwight is just as bad.
even if it was Deputy Dwight, it would also be bad.
Yeah.
There's no winning.
No.
There is no winning with a name like that. But yeah, she opens the door and he's holding the mask. She gets scared. He gets scared. So then it's like, oh, well, the killer has clearly left the costume, like, at the front of the house where they've been able to pick it up. So already it's like, oh, Billy's done it. That has to be. Has to be him. You know, they kind of had that set up like, oh, maybe he's pissed because she doesn't want to, you know, poinky poink. So you're like, yep, it's Billy. Gotta be.
He's arrested.
He's arrested. He is, in fact, arrested.
He's taken to jail.
Taken to jail. Fucking Tatum finally arrives, being like, oh my god, Sydney, I'm so sorry I was late. Are you okay? I'm like, if you were on time, we could have not been in this situation. We could not have been in this situation. Now we do have a lovely photo of this brat outfit. The chartreuse bright lime
it's
green.
Such a look.
It is almost offensive.
But so good at the same time.
It is so good at the same time.
And, like, so painfully early 90s chic.
Yeah, and the hair, like the half updo.
Oh, like the wispy fringe.
The wispy fringe.
90s. I love a wispy fringe.
Yeah. 90s icon, 100%.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gail is there. She wants to get the new scoop, you know, about these, like, because she is quite relentless. She was, like, at the school earlier, like, trying to ask kids
She's a businesswoman.
She's a businesswoman. She needs
She's
her
girl
scoop.
bossing her way to the top, and she's not going to let Sydney's trauma get in her way.
No. She's writing a book.
She's writing a book. Fuck you, child. You've never had to
my
work through
God.
bills.
No,
You know what
she
it's like.
is very relentless. Good on her in one way, but also fuck her in another way.
Yeah.
My God.
Again, we've now watched 2 movies where it's just the adults absolutely gaslighting and traumatizing the literal children.
The children.
in the world.
It's a common theme. Oh. We then go to the police station again. Billy has been arrested. Sydney's obviously quite shaken up. Tatum is there comforting her. And
The fact that they also have Billy, like, just in the room next to her without the blinds closed. I'm like,
you think that he nearly murdered her.
maybe, like, just close the blinds.
Just close the blinds.
Some privacy, please.
Privacy. This is here that they set up the whole point about, like, the cell logs, because they're like, oh, well, just check my phone that fell out of my pocket. Not ominously at all. And his dad's there, and he's like, just check the call log. Like, you'll see that it wasn't him.
And I love how the police is like, yeah,
thanks.
thanks. We hadn't thought of that.
Thanks for telling me how to do my job.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for mansplaining that to me.
And obviously Sydney is still, like, pissed. She still thinks it's him because obviously they can't confirm anything because I think they say they won't know until the next morning about the call logs. Sydney then goes to Tatum's house to spend the night, and the question does arise as, why does Tatum have 2 single beds in her room?
The people want to know.
Does she just have sleepovers that often?
The people want to know, why are there 2 single beds in your room?
Yep. We'll never know because they don't touch on it ever.
No, it's never questioned. And the people want to know.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're at, Tatum's house, and then, guess what? The phone starts ringing again, and it's for Sydney. I just want to say, like, as Mr. Deputy Dewey, right, if you're like, oh, there's a phone call for Sydney, I don't know who it is, leave a message. I'd be like,
maybe let's look into that.
Maybe let's, like, the whole thing about, like, they know that calling the house was the thing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she answers the phone, and it is the killer taunting her once again. They know that she's staying at Tatum's house. I don't think, does anything really come of that? They just threaten her, don't they? They're just like, yeah, we know we are.
I think it's basically, its only purpose is to prove to us, the audience,
that
and
it wasn't Billy.
Sydney that it wasn't Billy.
Yeah, because obviously Billy is arrested and can't do anything.
He's in jail.
So we do have our first quote-unquote red herring, like we thought it was Billy. Now it's not, because how the fuck is he calling when obviously it couldn't be him. He's in jail for the night. The next morning, they're back at school. Now they're all reporting about Sydney's attack. And Billy has been released because there was no call coming from his phone, so it couldn't have been him. So
it's just that simple, folks.
It's just that simple. They're going to continue searching call logs. They're going to like kind of link who called Casey and who called Sydney, but it's going to take a while. They say, it's going to take a hot minute.
It's the 90s.
Because it's the 90s. It's going to take a little while. Sydney is basically on police escort for like the rest of the movie. She's like constantly followed by the police, which is fair enough.
Yeah, like, as she should be.
Fair enough. I'm going to touch on that later. Obviously.
Target for psychopathic killer.
Correct. She's still being hounded by Gail. Like, this woman.
Girl boss queen.
Like, she's back at the school, and like Sydney goes up to her. Because she did punch Gail in the face.
Outside of the police station.
Like, asking her about her book, like, girl boss energy. Love that.
Yeah. And I love how Gail is so earnest about it. Like, Sydney's like, oh, your book's coming out. She's like, oh, yes! Oh my god, you knew! I'll send you a copy.
Oof. How good. But yeah, Sydney wants to kind of talk to Gail, like, no cameras. Because now it's a bit sus of, like, there's another killer on the loose. And obviously because of Sydney's mum, beforehand the question starts rising, like, well, how many times does this happen in a small town? And Gail is adamant, like, it wasn't Copper, it wasn't him, like, your mother, like, she was sleeping around, she was having an affair, like, it wasn't him, there's another killer and he's on the loose now and he's behind these murders as well.
And the way the exposition is done in this moment is really good as well.
Yeah,
like,
it is very good.
They're shoving a lot of, like, information down your throat, but not in a way that's, like,
overwhelming.
Hi, we're going to fill you in on the backstory of these characters. Like, the way it's done feels very natural.
Yeah,
do you know
very
what I mean?
natural.
Yeah.
I find that too, because they do it kind of again where the night before they're talking about Gail's book. And you don't know, like, what book are you talking about? And then they reveal it in this one where they start
I like, because I feel like, again, modern day horrors would be like, my book, the one I wrote about your mother's murder. It's like,
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the exposition, but the information isn't revealed until it's necessary, which is quite nice. But yeah, it's basically back to school as per normal.
Because why not?
Why not? Billy's back at school, and he's being a bit of a dickhead.
An arsehole.
A bit of a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, well, you haven't fucked me. And I thought, it's been a year, why are you not over your mother being brutally murdered?
And he brings up,
Have
like,
sex with me.
My parents got separated. It's the same. I'm like, dude. Shut up.
I would bitch slapped him in the face so hard.
I would never talk to him again.
No.
I'd be like, you are unhinged. Well, he is, but you are actually unhinged. She doesn't know that at this point, but, like, you are unhinged to suggest
like,
that.
Sir, stop it.
Stop.
Stop it right now.
Stop. Also, during this school day, we do see that apparently it's the new Fun In prank where... Because they established that the Ghostface costume is sold everywhere. It's like they sold at every costume shop. Can't do much about it. And the boys at the school decided it would be really funny to, like, dress up as Ghostface and, like, run around the school and scaring students. Crazy behaviour, but unfortunately I do kind of believe it.
Yeah,
that it would happen.
It tracks for teenage boys.
It would track, indeed. Then that sends them to the principal's office. And this is another red herring that they do with the principal. Because the principal is, like, threatening them with, like, the ginormous scissors.
Yeah.
I'm like, who just has ginormous scissors in their office like this?
Yeah,
So
they're kind of like, at one point or another, there's always a moment where you think, oh, it could be the principal.
Could be the principal.
Or, oh, it could be that scene with Dewey, when he's licking the ice cream.
Yeah.
I think there's like some looks he gives where you're like, oh,
that's a bit weird.
it's a bit off.
But yeah, the two students end up getting expelled. And you're like, okay, cool. And then we have a really awful scene where Sydney goes to the bathroom and there's these two girls who are having a really bitchful yap about how they think that, Sydney's lying, she's psychotic, it must have been her. Crazy.
Yeah, those needed to be inside thoughts.
Inside thoughts. Here only.
Or just like check the stalls in the bathroom.
Awful
before you
gossiping.
Start openly accusing someone of murdering people. Like,
this
because their
weird...
mum's a slut. Whoa.
What a crazy thing. Because, like, the story is that, like, she was, like, raped and murdered. And you're like, that's what you're going to say? You are... That's the real villain of the movie.
That would be my villain origin story.
It would also be
I'd be
mine.
like, give me a mask.
Give me a mask, that's it. I'm done. Join them.
Yeah.
If you can't beat them.
If you can't beat them, join them.
And then we do get another... I don't know if they ever really confirm, like, because they obviously established, like, the kids are playing pranks on the students and whatnot, but it turns out there is a killer in the bathroom wearing the boots, and, like, he chases Sydney out of the bathroom because she doesn't want to, like, she starts hearing voices. And at that point, I'd be like, all right, girlie, you gotta go. Yeah. Like, if you're hearing someone say your name whispering in the bathroom, I'd be like, all right,
I'm out.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a killer in the bathroom.
Chases her out,
but he doesn't really go further than that.
Well, I guess he couldn't, because it's like... Yeah. He sort of had to... Yeah, the weird thing to me about that scene is that Sydney runs out of the bathroom and doesn't tell anyone.
No one.
Like, you had him cornered, babes.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we were talking about the killer in the bathroom / not being the killer.
Yeah, I think it was the real killer, and Sydney just should have gotten an adult.
An adult. Because he couldn't have left the bathroom.
No, there was nowhere for him to go.
There was nowhere for him to go.
End of a movie.
I guess, I don't know, she thought, like, maybe it was just someone pranking her, I guess.
He had a knife, though.
He did have a knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. Anyway. After this, all classes are suspended. School's out.
Yeah.
It's done. There's a citywide curfew from 7, isn't it?
I think so.
7 o'clock, the school, like, everything's done. There's a curfew, the school's done, yippee. And in celebration of that, Stu decides that he's gonna throw a little celebration party for school now no longer not being a thing for the foreseeable future, which oddly enough Sydney agrees to go to after Tatum kind of pressures her into going.
Because again, Tatum is a terrible friend.
Yeah, being like, oh really, do it for me. I'm like, she's literally nearly been murdered 2 days in a row now.
Yeah.
But then, like, at the same time, it's like, well, fuck, where else do you go? Because, her dad's still MIA at this point.
Like, literally MIA. At
MIA.
this point, they actually can't find him.
Yeah.
They've tried to call him.
He's not at the hotel that they said that he would be at.
At this point, it's looking like it's Sydney's dad.
Yeah, at this point, yes. But then we kind of go back to another little, the red herring moment where the principal, we go back to him, and he's wearing the mask, and he's, like, scaring himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. But then there's someone knocking on his door. And you kind of think, like, oh, that's just the kids pranking him again. Because, again, they have already established that, yep, prankers are out there, bring little shits.
Prankers do be pranking.
Prankers do be pranking. I think the only other person there is, like, the janitor. So...
Freddy Krueger,
the janitor.
Amazing.
He had a career change.
Amazing.
So good. The jumper and everything, sensational. Yeah. But then, the killer was actually there.
Oh no, he was there the whole time. And you're dead.
And then the principal is now dead.
Mr. Himbo.
Mr. Himbo himself. So yeah, after that, before the party, Tatum and Sydney are having a little yap about Sydney's mum.
Yeah.
And here they kind of more go into like, oh, like maybe Sydney wasn't completely correct in blaming Copper for her mum's rape and murder, because there's kind of a lot of things like, oh no, well how come they didn't do this? It's like, well, how do you prove a rumour? Like, but yeah, kind of going more into it, like there are certain things that don't really line up.
Yeah.
Like you can't prove a rumour.
Tatum is essentially calling Sydney's mum a slut.
Essentially. Yeah. Because I guess it was kind of about like, yeah, she was having an affair, or multiple affairs, I guess is
She was just throwing a cat around.
Just going at it.
Getting,
Yeah.
you know? Yep.
And like, yeah, Sydney may have been wrong, the whole case may have been wrong, because again, like the killers are back, like, you know, there's more killing going on, so that question is still...
The doubt has been
the
cast.
doubt, yes, the doubt has been cast pretty firmly now. And then, yeah, the killer is stalking them in this moment too. We did a little cut and he's like in the bushes watching them.
Yep, broad daylight.
In broad daylight, bold. Wearing an all black suit, like just hiding, bold. Bold choice. But, you know. And then we go to another really interesting scene where I think we really start to see like Stu and Billy like really working with each other, and we kind of get the inkling like, oh, there's something weird, where they start intimidating Randy at the video store. At the video store,
yes, one of my favourite scenes.
Yeah. You know, Randy like is like the weirdo. He really likes horror movies. Like he says himself, he's the like stock standard suspect, because he's really into that sort of stuff. And Stu gets really, because I think Randy starts blaming Billy, being like, oh, you know, like this happened, and Stu gets quite defensive really quickly.
Yeah, because Randy knew. Randy knew.
Randy knew. And I think, you know, upon first watching, like, oh, you know, Stu and Billy are friends. Like, you would want to defend your friend also. But then it kind of gets really weird when Billy then shows up, who, like, was he, like, flirting with other chicks?
I think so.
Yeah.
It kind of was, that was what it was like.
Yeah. He's flirting with other chicks in the horror movie section. And then Billy comes over, and then, yeah, you really start to see the weird dynamic where they both kind of threaten Randy, being like, oh, you know, you're the person who it could be.
Yeah,
like,
something's not right.
If you have an issue, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, a really fucking great scene. Especially when rewatching it, because you're like, they're cuckoo.
It's all making sense.
It all makes sense. And then Stu also brings up again Sydney's father, where it's like, oh, well, you know, Sydney's father's missing, can't find him, like, it has to be him, it's perfect.
Fuck is that guy?
You know, and they bring up, like, oh, you know, it's the anniversary, like, he's gone crazy, like, he's just doing it again, you know, pure psycho killer energy going on there, so there's a lot of different threads being woven, and you still really don't quite know what the answer is yet. Then we get to curfew. Curfew's locking in. Businesses are closing because obviously no one is allowed outside because serial killers are on the loose. I think it was here where we went, the soundtrack of this movie is just chef's kiss.
So good.
For the entire movie. It is so good. Again, we follow Tatum and Sydney doing their little shop for the party. They're getting snacks at a grocery store.
Yeah.
The killer's stalking them again, and it is just that classic, like, Deputy Dewey is meant to be looking after Sydney.
And he's doing an absolutely terrible job.
He's doing a really bad job, because he's like, I'll be a few minutes, just go do what you have to do.
Yeah. No. Stay with the people. Dewey, please.
But yeah, they're doing shopping, the killer's in the supermarket with them.
Broad daylight.
Broad daylight again, but because Dewey's really bad at his job, nothing happens.
No.
But we do find out that Dewey is talking to, I think he's like the chief, like, sheriff, right? I do forget his name. And they do find out that, the calls have been linked back to Sydney's father's cell phone.
Yeah. And this is also another very interesting, again, like a red herring where they're making you think it could be anyone. Because there's like a blink and you'll miss it scene where the chief stubs out his cigarette and it flashes down to his boots and he's wearing the same boots as the person in the bathroom was. And that's another just moment of this movie being like,
what's going on?
Just so clever.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what was it? It's like the Wendy Williams thing. It's like, James... What was that?
What was that?
James.
Yeah. But yeah, so at this point, it's pretty much seems like the route they're going, like, yeah, it's Sydney's dad.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, that's what we're doing. But again, we haven't seen the dad, and we don't really see him before. Do we even see him before?
We literally see him being like, hello, my daughter who's just been traumatized. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. And
Peace.
that's it.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, that's the way that we're going. Again, we fast forward a little bit. Deputy Dewey, in his classic not doing his job very well, he drops off Tatum and Sydney at this house party filled with drunk teenagers at a house in the middle of fucking nowhere. Literally, it's in the middle of a forest. Like, there's a country road that leads to this house. And he goes, yeah, this seems like a really good spot for a party.
Yeah. He wanted to go fuck Gail Weathers in the van.
Look,
He had priority. He had his priorities.
he had his priorities straight.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing.
Awful. So they drop her off, and then lo and behold, Gail is also there because she's Snoopy and she wants
She wants to scoop.
to scoop.
She's girl bossing her way to the top, and I have to clap and cheer.
Yeah. So Dewey is like crushing pretty hard on Gail, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna go inside and check out the party. Do you want to come with?" And
Dewey's just like, I want to be one of the cool kids.
I want to
be at the party.
I want to be at the party. So they go in, and Tatum and Sydney are kind of pissed off that Gail is there, because I would also be. Fair enough. Tatum, I think, oddly being a decent friend here, being like, what do you mean you're here? Like, why did you let her in?
Yeah.
Like, she's not...
Hello, brother. What the fuck?
What the fuck are you doing right now?
Respectfully, Dewey, what the fuck?
What the fuck? And then we see that when Sydney asks Dewey if, like, they found her father yet, and it's still no idea where he is. And we see that Gail has then now put a camera in, like, the TV unit, or like a cupboard or something in the living room of the house, because she wants to get footage. Very, very sneaky. And then Stu, I think, what is it? He goes to leave, and then he asks Tatum to get him another beer.
Yes.
I don't know why he leaves, but he does leave.
Well, he goes and does a murder.
Well, yes, he does do a murder.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure why he goes. I can't remember why he left originally.
I'm pretty sure he leaves and baits Tatum to go to the garage so he can do a murder.
So Tatum goes to the garage to go get a beer.
Do you know what? He probably, now that I'm thinking, because, like, he would need to get in a position where he could quickly duck out and close the garage door. So he's probably gone off to, like, put his little... Also, thinking about these grown psychopathic men doing little costume changes is quite funny.
It is quite funny.
He probably had to, like, duck away to do his costume change.
Yeah.
He had to do his quick change. He had to do his on-stage quick change.
So Tatum goes to the garage, and she grabs so many beers.
Because I was about to be like, she's a good friend, but she's not. But, like, also, she's just, you know, she's efficient queen.
She's grabbing, like, she got, like, 7 beers. She's like, yeah.
She was like, I'm not doing this shit again.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab them all.
Yeah.
And classic horror movie things, the door, like, slowly closes behind her. And then she goes to the door. She can't open the door. And I think she originally thinks it's a prank. She's like, hey, guys, like, unlock the door. And she's like, okay, whatever. I'm going to open the garage door.
Smart girl.
Smart girl. She does that, but then the light turns off. And then she's like, what? And the garage goes back down. She turns around and, uh-oh. I assume Stu. I assume it is Stu.
I'm pretty sure it's, yeah.
Sure.
Because I also think Billy hasn't arrived yet.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. So Stu is there, and this...
Billy would probably be off kidnapping Sydney's father.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because the car was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go through that, and this scene is... Iconic. It is quite hilarious, because, like, there's flips, he's running into doors,
She's throwing beer bottles in his face.
She's throwing beer bottles.
But I do love that bit where she's like, oh, you want to play Psycho Killer? And he's nodding. She's like, okay, let me see. No, don't kill me, Mr. Scary Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. Like, what a line.
This, unfortunately, hot. When he's, like, nodding his head.
Smash.
I need to go to an institution, because I'm like, oh. He nodded. He nodded. How do you nod your head like that?
Why am I in trouble?
Oh.
It's the slow, like, it's the predatory.
It is.
It's the James from Twilight. It's the predatory tilt.
Yeah, the tilt.
And the nod. It's the
And the
tilt.
nod. It's the tilt. It's the head tilt.
It is. I'm just looking at it. It is the head tilt.
It
the
is
head tilt is what makes it
the
sexy.
angle. It's
Hello
the...
again, sweet demon child. Do you want to be in the podcast?
Yes. She's like, no.
You gotta stay still.
She's like, no, I don't want to. Sweet baby. And then we definitely do get probably one of the most iconic death scenes in the movie where Tatum is like crawling through I guess it's the cat door, because it's established that they have a cat.
Yeah.
She's like trying to escape through the cat door and she gets stuck, because obviously like getting your shoulders through a cat door would be quite the challenge.
Especially when you're like not having the time to like really consider what you're doing. You're like literally sprinting for your life.
You're just like, get me out of here. And then Stu like ups the garage, and then
Rest in peace, Tatum.
Rest in peace, Tatum. Yeah, like, I don't know, her like head gets stuck. I don't know.
I think it's like there's like a metal sharp.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, definitely. I think one of the probably more gorier move.
I think it's like
deaths
the
of
one that
movie.
everyone kind of remembers.
Yeah, for sure. Because again, like stock standard, like it's just kind of been the knife and like the stabbing and the cutting, or just like, oh yeah, okay, like we've seen that before, we've been here before, but this one kind of goes a bit more gory, which I think the movie definitely needed. And I'm glad it was in there, because it definitely raised the stakes, being like, oh, like this is
a main character
dying in quite an awful, horrific way. We fast forward a little bit, and Sydney is now wondering where Tatum is, because I assume it's a bit more into the party now, and she's just...
Well, people start to leave at this point.
Yeah, people are starting to leave.
I think we're into the evening.
Yes. And then Stu's like, well, I haven't seen her either. And then Billy now shows up again through the front door. And then he's like, oh, I just want to talk to Sydney. And Sydney's like, oh, okay, like we'll go talk. And then they go upstairs.
Wow, chico.
Wow. It's here as well where we do cut back to Gail and her cameraman. Is it Kenny?
Kenny the cameraman.
Kenny the cameraman, and they're now watching the footage in the van. Like, they're looking at the camera and seeing, like, the footage, and we get the establishing shot about what the camera is actually seeing.
Yeah, and they work out there's, like, a 30-second delay.
A 30-second delay,
yeah.
Yes. We then go back to Billy and Sydney. He apologises, saying he's been selfish. I'm like, yeah, dude. I think that's the bare minimum of your problems, actually. You being selfish.
And in a true move that I can relate to on a soul deep level is Billy apologizes and she's immediately like, well, I'm getting naked.
I guess I'm getting naked. But yeah, she says, no, I've been selfish. Like, I've been wallowing in self-pity for too long.
Your mum was brutally raped and murdered.
I'm like, Sydney, babe. Look, Billy's hot.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
I get it.
But girly.
I too would be like, stop talking, I'm gonna take my top off.
Stop it. But yeah, they're like, yep, it's hoinky poink time.
And there's so much neck kissing, can I say?
Too much.
There's too much. He's paying too much attention. I'm like, what are we doing?
There's
a lot of dry humping and neck kissing.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, a little bit fine, but I'm like, dude.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of like Hong Kong boob grabbing.
Yep.
And then a lot of like dry humping and neck kissing. And I'm like, okay.
It's too much, 100% in like one direction and not enough in any other direction. But then we do get, I think this is like probably one of the best, it's kind of like a fourth wall break, but it's done really, really well, where we see Randy and the rest of the teens and Stu watching a horror movie downstairs, and Randy, the horror movie nerd that he is like being like, oh, you know, like these are the stock standard things, the rules of horror movies. And, you know, they talk about like, oh, you know, there's a classic like tit shot, you know, and then it cuts back to Billy and Sydney and like, you get the tits out and all of that sort of stuff. It's really well done, because I think it's probably one of the best movies. You know, when they say like, if a movie acknowledges it's bad writing, somehow it's like, it's not bad writing because they acknowledged it. I'm like, no, it's still bad. But this is one of the instances where I'm like, actually, you know what? This is actually smart. Because, again, horror movies are so, like, tropey. But it still does it in a really clever way.
It's done it all. It's such a clever way.
It's done super, super well. And then we go through that. And then we then go back to Gail and Kenny in the van, and then Dewey's back.
Mm-hmm.
And he knocks on the van and he's like, hey, I found a car in the forest. Do you want to go on a little walk and go check it out together?
He's so laughably bad at his job.
Really bad.
What were you going to do with Gail fucking Weathers if there was a serial killer in that car? You've just brought a civilian to a potential crime scene. Not only is that, like, getting her DNA everywhere.
Everywhere. Quite a choice.
But, like, what? Anyway,
they go on their little date walk to a potential serial killer's car in the forest. And then we do go back to Randy and the teens watching the movie, and then they get a call. They're like, hey, the principal's been murdered.
Principal Himbo.
He's dead, gone.
Dead. Hung from the goalpost.
Hung from the goalpost. And then, in a really, like, the teens are that excited to see their principal dead. They're like, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta see this shit.
They're running out the door.
And honestly,
yeah,
my principal was an asshole.
Yeah, my second principal was an asshole. So I can also understand. But yeah, they're out. Like, they're running, they're getting in their cars and they're zooming.
Drink driving.
So
many crimes happening at this party where the policeman is.
Yeah, to the point they're in that much of a rush that Dewey and Gail are walking on this country road and they nearly run them over.
Yeah.
They nearly kill a cop.
Yeah.
In their haste to see their principal hanging from a goalpost. Yeah. We get the classic, Dewey falls on top of Gail.
Oh, look what happened by accident.
Look what happened. They kiss.
Yeah.
And before it can escalate any further, they find the car.
And can I say I love that moment when Gail looks over and she sees the car and she's like, is this what you're looking for? And Dewey, staring lovingly into her eyes, is like, I've been looking my whole life. Dewey, do your job.
You have a job to do, please.
People are dying.
Literally dying.
People are dying, Kim.
My diamond earring. So they get back to their feet and they go, oh, it's Neil Prescott's car, which is Sydney's dad. So already it's like, oh, Sydney's dad's here. Yeah. That's the answer. He's here and he's gonna do a murder.
He's gonna do a crime.
Dewey's gonna
do nothing about it.
Dewey's gonna do nothing about it. We then go back to Sydney and Billy after their hoinky poink.
Yeah.
And Sydney starts questioning him about who he called after he got arrested.
Yeah. Basically accusing him of murder.
Accusing him of murder once again.
To his face.
After they've
just fucked.
What pillow talk.
Because, that's also what happened to me when I lost my virginity. I just felt the insatiable need to ask the guy I'd had sex with.
Have you committed a crime?
Have you committed any crimes recently?
Yeah.
I always like to check that after I've slept with people.
Anyway, Billy says, oh, I called my dad, and then Sydney immediately calls him out, being like, no, I saw the sheriff call your dad.
And then I thought he covered that up really well also. Him being like, yeah, well...
He didn't answer my phone
When I called, he didn't answer.
He didn't answer my phone.
Okay, emotional manipulation king.
Yeah. So she's already clearly sus. And then Billy, again, I feel like it's a very slow descent into saying like, oh, like he's clearly crazy. He asks like, what do I have to prove I'm not a killer? And he's like hunched over the bed like this and like staring. I'm like, dude, maybe stop doing that. Maybe not that.
But also...
hot.
Smash.
Also, it's like the hair.
It's the hair.
Oh, man.
It really does it for me. It's the hair and the cheekbones. I just love me some hollow Victorian child cheekbones. You know what I mean?
No, I get
A man's
it.
got to look like he's had polio at least once in his life
to be really hot. And then, in a sudden turn of events, the killer is here.
Oh no!
And Billy dies!
Oh no!
Oh no! Sydney's horrified. She bitches it out. The killer starts chasing her.
She does. She books it. And can I say, the killers have terrible aim.
Awful. Real bad.
She's right there.
They are really quite clumsy. Like, the amount of doors they run into, The amount of
I
times they
will
fall
say,
over.
the visibility through that can't be great.
No, it'll be
you've
pretty
got
shit.
like blinkers on the side, so you've got no field of vision,
No field of
and then you're
vision.
looking through black gauze
Yeah, I imagine
Yeah.
someone fairness
in
to
a
them.
dress,
in
in a floor-length dress.
But yeah, anyway, she manages to get up. I guess it's like kind of an attic or something.
Yeah,
She managed to get there. He's like banging on the door, trying to get in. She manages to find a window.
out the window.
She gets out the window,
falls out the window.
falls out the window.
So many things happen.
So many things are happening, and the music also during the scene is spectacular. It's so good. It's so good. She falls like off the roof, but luckily she falls into a boat that I guess had a tarp on it, and I
Yeah.
guess the tarp was enough to kind of break her fall. Sure. I think you'd
You'd be winded.
You'd
for
be
sure, but
definitely-
She just gets up and books it.
She just gets up. But the boat was in front of the garage.
Yes.
And this is where she sees that her friend Tatum,
Her best
has-
friend's mutilated body.
mutilated body is still hanging there.
Yeah.
So she then runs away. She runs away from the house. And then we go back to Randy, who is still watching this movie and
The
like
Jamie Lee Curtis movie.
yeah, still commentating on it, being like, the killer's right behind you, look behind you. And then, you know,
The killer is right behind
the killer is right behind him. Again, another super clever scene, quite humorous in a lot of ways as well. But before he gets murdered, which obviously he would have, Sydney like gets to the van. She's like scream at the top of the lungs, like let her in.
Yeah.
The killer's in their house. And then of course, because Randy is still in the living room watching the movie and the camera's still set up, they watch the killer sneak up behind him.
And then leave.
And then
And
leave.
30-second delay.
The 30-second delay is
And
a bitch.
Kenny, the cameraman, to his credit, leaps out of that van
Yeah,
to
to
go
help
to Randy's
him.
aid.
Yeah, correct. But they see that the front door is open, and he goes, "Oh, the 30-second. Oh
Yeah.
no." And then unfortunately, Kenny is not much longer for this world because he gets his throat
Kenny,
slit.
the cameraman, is no more.
So Kenny gone. Sydney is horrified. Poor Sydney goes through some trauma in this movie.
Yeah.
Sydney manages to escape again, but she does manage to get stabbed. So she's like in the same spot in that weird like collarbone, chest.
Doesn't slow it down though.
Doesn't slow her down. She's still like bitching it.
Booking it.
She's
yeah.
booking it. And then finally, Gail and Dewey show back up. They know that, like, something's gone on. All the kids are gone. The door's open. They were hearing Sydney scream.
Yeah.
Dewey, for the first time, actually acts like a cop and draws his gun, goes into the house, tells Gail, call the cops, like, we need backup.
And is immediately stabbed.
Is immediately off screen too, which I find quite funny. Like,
I
it's,
almost find it offensive. His first bout of real policing happens off screen, and he's immediately stabbed.
and the next time you see him, he's already been stabbed. Quite a run.
Well, that's karma for you.
A spectacular run of being a really bad cop. Gail ends up getting shit scared, which I guess, like, fair enough. She gets to the van, Randy runs up to her, she knocks him out with the phone.
That's right. Poor
She,
Randy.
like,
Poor
bangs
Randy.
him on the head with this phone. She starts the car, and, Kenny, I guess they whacked Kenny on top of the van.
For reasons unknown.
For reasons unknown. His blood is
Yeah.
all over the front windscreen. She does like a full U-turn, but then Sydney is in the road and she's like, stop the van, get me out. But she doesn't stop, and then she goes driving off the road and into a tree.
Yeah.
Quite a...
Gail Weathers presumed dead.
Presumed dead. Because she did hit that tree
Really hard. And she was not wearing a seatbelt.
No. So, presumed dead. Sydney, having given up on the van idea, goes like, well, I'm going to go find Dewey. Again, she's screaming at the top of her lungs for him. I'm like, babe. Shh.
There's a killer.
There's a killer. Looking for you.
Let's bring the volume down.
Way down.
It's like,
And we have like a moment like, oh my god, Dewey's here, it's fine. And then, no, he's got a big old knife in his back. It's a
Yeah.
disaster. And the killer's right behind. She books it to the cop car.
yep,
Gets in the cop car, locks the door, but
no keys.
no keys. And guess who has the keys? Such a good scene.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Just the taunting. Dude.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, hot. Unfortunately,
Smash.
Smash. Somehow, like, through a lot of, like, locked door shenanigans and him coming in through the back and her managing to get away once again.
She does radio the cops at that point.
She does radio the cops being like, please help me, like, he's gonna kill me, so thank God. She runs back to the house. Randy has been arrived back from being knocked out with a phone. And Stu is also there as well. And then he's blaming Randy. Randy's blaming Stu. And Sydney just goes, fuck both of you.
Literally. I think she says that exact same thing.
She's like, fuck both of you.
Yeah.
I'm done. And she slams the door.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, slams the door in their face. Locks the door, and like you still hear them yelling to each other, blaming the other. Then, lo and behold, Billy isn't dead.
Billy is only severely wounded.
Allegedly. He stumbles out from a room atop of the stairs, fully committing to the bit. He like falls down the stairs.
Like violently.
Violently falls down the stairs. Quite a mood because like, dude, if you broke a leg,
it's over.
It's so over.
Yeah.
You fucked up the entire plan because
imagine
you were a
if
little
he
bit too
like
committed.
knocks himself unconscious. Sydney goes to check on him. She's like, hang on, there's no stab wounds.
Can you imagine Stu like being like, oh fuck, what do I do now? Awful. But anyway, he's fine. Sydney helps him to his feet, and then again another blink if you miss it. Like you do notice because they clearly showed Billy being stabbed. But, like, there's no stab wounds. Like, he's just wearing... There's nothing.
There's just blood everywhere. There's no holes in his shirt.
No.
Yeah.
So, another blink if you miss it type of thing. And I do feel like, too, it's really clever when... Because you can just assume, like, oh, you know, horror movies budget, not that great. Like, not everything has to be fully attention to detail. Things are missed in production. And I do like when movies do spin that on their head, being like, actually, no, very intentional.
Bitch, you thought...
And then the next few moments of this movie, I feel like there are no words that can express, like, how good it is. It's like a light switch, because Billy leans against the door.
Well, he gets Sydney to give him the gun first.
Gets the gun.
Because he's like, bitch, you don't know how to use a gun. Let me take it. I will be your protector.
Yes. Boyfriend of the year, everybody. Truly. And then it's like a switch.
Does he let Stu in first? Is this when he lets Stu in? Because someone says something about being a psycho.
Yeah, I think so. I think he lets... Because he takes the gun, because Randy's also in the house. Like, Randy manages to get into the house, but is then shot by Billy.
That's right.
So,
yes, that's right.
Yes.
So Randy comes running in and says something about being a psycho.
Yes.
Yes, and then Billy has the iconic Anthony Perkins line.
Yeah.
And shoots him.
Oh my god.
And that's when we get the iconic finger licking goodness.
Oh.
Smash.
Unfortunately, hot. Hot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, cornstarch. I'm like, cornstarch? Dude.
You can starch my corn any day.
So now Sydney knows that Billy is clearly the killer. And then I think Stu must have found a side door. She runs to Stu because he's in... And then she's like, oh my god, Stu. And then Stu's like, actually...
And then he whips out the voice thing. And this is like the plot twist to end all plot twists.
It is.
When it's... Not only is it Billy, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god, no. That's both of them.
Crazy.
Two killers.
And the way that Matthew Lillard plays... The
so
absolute...
good!
The absolute unraveling.
It's so good.
It's so good. There is a point in the scene where he's like yelling and there is just spit
coming out.
Full, not even like droplets. Like
no, like it's like a dog with rabies.
Yes,
spit
it's
coming out.
so good.
God bless Matthew Lillard. I do love that man. He is truly iconic. Commits to every bit that he has.
Yeah.
Sensational. The next, again, no words to describe how good this scene is and like what they reveal. Like they have the voice changer box and like Billy, and I love how they're both different types of crazy. Like Billy is like more methodical, like he's a bit like I had this reasoning, and Stu's just insane.
Stu's just happy to be here.
Stu's just happy to come along for the ride. Unfortunately, hot. And like I don't know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I have friends who think Matthew Lillard in this movie is really, really hot. I don't get that. But
I get it somewhat, but Billy clearly shines here.
yeah, what's his name? Skeet Ulrich?
Skeet Ulrich. Yeah, what a name, first of all.
Skate.
Yeah, this whole kitchen scene is so good. Cinema. Again, truly, how they reveal it about there being two killers is one of the reasons why rewatching Scream is so good, because if it was just Billy, there would be moments where you're like, well, how does that make sense?
Well, it's just also so fun to go back through and work out, like, okay, so the first, when Casey and Steve are killed, it's probably both
of them. Yeah.
When the principal is killed, it's probably Billy. Because it had to have been Stu in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because she was just talking to Billy.
Yeah.
When Tatum is killed, that's probably Stu.
Yep. Yeah, for sure, because Stu was the one that told Tatum to go to the garage.
And her dad, like, and when, when she gets called when she's at Tatum's house, that's probably Stu.
Yeah. Like,
it's just so good.
It is so good. It is definitely a movie where it's like, oh no, you knew going into it what the plan was.
It's so fun to go back and try and work out which of them is doing which part.
Yeah. Lots of puzzle pieces and they all very nicely click all together. Yeah. It's also revealed at this turn too that Sydney's father was kidnapped by Billy and Stu the whole time and has just been chilling out in the basement, I guess, for the entire time. Yeah. And they obviously planned to frame him for all the murders because it makes sense.
His wife.
You know, his wife, anniversary, all of that stuff. Again, super smart because it does lean back into like, oh, they've watched too many horror movies, so they know kind of what to do. Love. How good. And then they're eventually talking the plan, like, yep, we're gonna kill you and then we're gonna shoot your father in the head because he killed his daughter and then he committed suicide. Classic story. And they go to move on that plan, but then, the gun's missing. Stu knew that he put the gun down on the kitchen bench and it's gone. I do like how, again, just the different levels of crazy that they have because Stu gets like really quite upset about it in like kind of almost a funny way. He gets upset.
I think my favorite line in the whole movie is when Billy tells him to call the cops, I think, or call someone, and he sits down and he's like, oh man, I lost a lot of blood. I think I'm dying. It's so good.
But yeah, so they're freaking out because the gun's gone, and then it's revealed that Gail has it.
Ex-Machina Gail Weathers.
But she is a little bit silly because she doesn't know that guns have safety.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
So, and then obviously Billy knows that, so he manages to get the gun from her and shove her out the front door. She gets knocked unconscious and is now all cuddly with Dewey on the front porch. But in that moment, Sydney, the genius that she is, smart girl, manages to get away. She gets underneath the stairs, she puts the costume on, and then she calls. And she uses the voice
of this scene.
Icon behaviour.
And again, Stu talking to her on the phone.
You're like, my parents are gonna be really upset.
Oh man, my parents are gonna be so mad at me.
Again, he was just there for the ride.
He's like, God bless. Sydney, did you really call the police? So good.
Oh,
and Billy's so like, you fucking stupid bitch. And Stu's like, ah.
It's so good. But yep, so poor Billy bleeding out because he got stabbed one too many times by Billy earlier. He's like, I'm not doing nothing. He's dying.
Yeah,
for real.
he's like, I think I'm done for.
I think you've overdone it.
Yeah.
So Billy is going through the house with the gun, and then he goes, oh, under the stairs.
And this is probably the only part of this film that I really don't like.
So she exits, so Sydney in the full Ghostface costume, exits, has an umbrella, and like
Stabs him multiple times in the umbrella.
stabs him multiple times with the umbrella. He collapses, presumed dead.
Mm-hmm.
She gets out of the garb, but then obviously Stu wasn't that bad because he manages to get up and starts attacking Sydney now. And they go through the whole house, and again, very comedic. Like, they're doing front flips over each other.
Yeah,
like, acrobatics. And then again, probably one of the other more iconic death scenes in this movie, Sydney manages to get the upper hand because obviously poor Stu has been stabbed.
Literally
times. Literally dying. She drops the TV on his head.
Yeah, and I don't know if you are old enough to your parents having had one of those
Oh,
TVs.
no, I had one of those
They're
TVs.
fucking
They're so heavy for no reason.
They're so heavy.
Yes. So she drops the TV on his head. He gets electrocuted to death. Iconic death scene.
And I also thought there was a real beautiful irony because they keep talking about how, like, oh, it's the movies, man. It's the movies making the kids crazy. And he's murdered by a TV that's playing Halloween.
Yeah. How good. How good. Cinema, pure cinema.
Just so clever. It's like the little things that didn't need to be there but are. Like, the TV could have been off.
It could have been. Very simply.
Yeah.
But, again, definitely a movie where they had intentions going into it and they wrote it.
Everything in this film is intentional.
Everything in this film is intentional, which is so good. And I feel so rare for horror movies these days because I feel like they're like, oh, it's a horror movie, who cares?
Yeah.
Just make sure it's scary.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not why we like the horror movies that we like, because they're smart and they're well written. They make you think. We assume that all is fine because, you know, poor Billy got stabbed by an umbrella. Stu's definitely dead. There's no coming back from that.
Rest in peace.
Sydney goes back into the hallway, and then Randy is still alive despite being shot in the shoulder.
And the actual iconic line of when he stumbles back in, she goes, Randy, I thought you were dead.
Like, girl, same.
Like, same.
Man got shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's fine. He goes to Sydney, and then, oh no, Billy's still be alive. You know, apparently being stabbed by an umbrella isn't enough. Who would have thought? But then he attacks Sydney again, but Deus Ex Machina, Gale, strikes once again, and now the safety is off the gun, shoots him.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's it.
And then this is what I think is one of the most iconic lines in the movie, when Randy goes, and now is the time where the killer jumps back up for one last surprise.
Yeah.
And Billy does indeed sit up.
Sit back up.
Sydney shoots him
Point
point blank in the head and goes,
not
in my movie.
Dude. So good. Again, feels like, as like women horror movies are so typically like the stupid, like just the scream, but no, she's on business. She's like, nah.
The final girl.
Yeah, the final
Sydney Prescott
girl.
is like the final girl in my opinion.
Final girl. So Billy, for real this time, is
he's
actually dead. And then, yeah, we kind of have an iconic horror movie ending. Like, Dewey is being wheeled off to hospital. You know, her dad is fine, you know, a bit beaten up, but it's all right. Gail is okay. She's straight back into reporting about what happened. Girl boss. She's been through it. She's gotten in a car accident, nearly been run over. Like, iconic, truly. She killed a man.
Yeah. Her and Sydney, like, commit murder.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, kind of a classic horror movie ending. Like, it has a classic shot of the sunset rising over the night. The ambulance is there. It's all okay. And yeah, and then the movie ends.
And then the movie
ends. What a movie.
No notes.
No notes.
Honestly, aside from the umbrella thing that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you were in a kitchen. You were in a kitchen.
You could have grabbed something.
grab a knife.
A knife,
An
anything.
umbrella.
Even a fork. Even a fork.
You are
I think
not
I'll allow.
convincing me that Sydney Prescott, who's just been fallen out of a window, stabbed in the shoulder, been running around all night, you are not convincing me that woman has the strength to stab a man with
Because I know
the nubby end of an umbrella.
I know the end of an umbrella
They're
is like
metal, but
they're metal, but like I feel like the force you would have to. I mean, I guess adrenaline, but like
no,
anything
don't
else.
tell me you've had an adrenaline rush and I need to Google it.
Maybe
Don't
you do.
Edward Cullen gaslight me.
But yeah, out of it, and like also in like underneath the stairs and like nothing else but an umbrella. Even if you didn't grab something from the kitchen because you were too worried about being called out, but
Yeah,
nothing else.
that's the only thing that I really don't like about that.
Yeah, otherwise like I
10
can't.
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It's a perfect horror film in my opinion.
It's so good. It's classic and classic for a good reason. They don't make them like they used to.
They don't.
They really don't.
Horror movies are so dumb.
So done now.
And I think that's why when you get a horror movie that's not, like you think about the ones that have really made waves in the past couple of years, like Get Out, Midsommar, it's because they're fucking clever.
They are clever.
What
Yeah.
do audiences and general public consensus have to do to convince producers that they want smart movies?
We want smart movies.
How many fucking more flop Scream movies or flop Exorcist movies or flop
Saw
movies do we have to have for you to understand that people like smart and well written and well acted horror?
Yeah.
Hereditary?
Yeah. I
Midsommar?
feel like I'm not asking for much.
No.
I'm just like, just kind of match the original Scream and I would be content.
What was the most recent one where someone won a prize for it? Everyone was like, oh my god, they never win things for horror movies. What was it? I'm completely blanking.
I'm not sure. Like won an Oscar?
I'll think about it.
I think
I'll tell you later. I'll remember. I'll sit bolt upright in bed at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, ah!
Oh, that's it.
Aha! I went to, on a completely unrelated to Scream note, I went to Putt-Putt Golf with my work the other day. I went to do team bonding. It was so much fun. But there was this one room where I walked in and I was like, immediately no. And it was a ring-themed Putt-Putt Golf. When I tell you, I hate that fucking movie so much. And it's given me genuine trauma.
Yep.
And there was like, the golf range you had to go was like, you had to start and curve it around a line of like VHS videotapes. And then there was a TV in the middle that was like snowing. And then every like, I don't know, 45 seconds, it would be like Samara's face would pop up on the TV and she would scream. And there was a little, you had to putt the ball. There was like a life-size Samara with the white thing. And you had to putt the ball between her feet.
Oh, yeah, no. Mm-mm. No, I'm okay.
Yeah, it was. I'll show you the photo when we stop. It was genuinely horrifying. And what was worse is I'm pretty sure it was turned off, but I'm pretty sure the Samara doll moved. Because when you looked behind it, it had like something behind it that went into the wall. And someone was like, that's probably just so they don't steal it. I was like, no, because they would just bolt her feet to the ground. Like, it's obviously an animatronic. It's just not on, or it's broken or something.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling, I reckon, it was like motion controlled. And when you putted the ball in and got close enough to pick it up, I reckon
that could be
like,
a good bet. Yeah, that could be a good bet.
Because I literally got, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
That's fair enough.
I'm not going near that thing.
No, I'm good. Yeah, no.
None for me.
That's so fair. But yeah, I can't truly, when I think of horror movies that have stood the test of time, it's like
Number one.
this, Alien, I would also say, has also like definitely.
Cabin in the Woods is also another one that is great at subverting tropes.
I feel like the
really
original
clever way.
Conjuring as well. That has.
I've never been a Conjuring girl.
It's like kind of halfway because I feel like it was made in that sweet spot where before horror movies got really fucking stupid, but not quite in horror movie prime.
I feel like it's been dragged down by the rest of the.
Unfortunately, yes. But yeah, truly, I don't think horror movies really do get much better than this one.
Agree.
It's
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, no notes.
That's the end of the episode.
It is the end of the episode.
We still don't have socials.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We are, in our defense, we are recording a backlog of some episodes.
We
so
are.
when we do launch,
There will indeed be
you'll
social
have
medias.
more than one episode to listen to.
You're welcome.
But at this point in time, in our present, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
They will before we launch.
Yes, they will. And they'll be ready to go.
And they'll be so good.
And they'll be so good. God forbid they're not, because God damn it, they'll be good.
They're going to be so good.
They'll be
And you're going to love it. And we're going to be famous and be able to quit our jobs.
The dream.
The dream.
The dream.
That's all the creatives want, right? It's just let us
Just let us
do shit
let
for
us
money.
yap. Let us yap for money.
That was who was I talking to? I was talking to one of our friends, Brady, and my friend Brady and I have this funny back and forth joke where we send each other really cooked books that we find online that are just really weird, smart, erotic novels.
Love.
And Brady said to me the other day, he was like, do we just do a podcast where we talk about these books? And I was like, Brady, don't tempt me with
Don't
time.
tempt me with another one. Don't.
I have no time. I have no spare time.
No spare time.
And I simply love to yap.
We love a yap.
I love nothing more. Some people are like, oh my god, I could never do a podcast. I hate the sound of my own voice. I'm like, same.
Can't relate. Oh my god.
Same. I hate talking.
Oh no, it's so awful. Oh.
Yeah, never had an opinion in my life.
No, never. I never just talk
What's
about.
that?
What?
Huh?
What's this?
What? Anyway, guys, I think that's our Scream episode
Yeah.
done and dusted.
We did it. Another one.
Another
in the
one
bag.
in the bag.
Yep.
Are we losing our minds a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got one more to go, baby.
We got one more to
We
go.
got one more to go today.
One more to go, and then we're done.
We got this.
We got this.
And honestly, can I say the one that we're doing next is appropriate for us to be insane.
I feel
Stay tuned.
I'm so glad that we're getting some drinks because I feel like the only way to enjoy this movie to its full potential is to be like a little bit tipsy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And with that, goodbye.
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 Thanks for having bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye now. Bye.